Papa says
Pretty,
I'm too
I'll
friendly
give you
with
that.
strangers.
Just
But
stay
you
away
seem
from my
alright.
husband, Alvin.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful. What? Something you're still confused about?
This is a local favorite and one of the first...
What? Something you're still confused about?
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
Need something? Breton? Farewell. Good afternoon. All right, then. Farewell. Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. I'll give you a few more minutes. I can't wait here all day. It's my neck on the line, remember? You ready yet? I need to get back before I'm missed. Remember, you won't have anything except what I smuggle in for you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good
My
luck.
father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
A fellow latecomer to Ellenwyn's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back. Sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Guests are advised to remain inside. Please proceed into the embassy. Go right on in. The party has already started.
The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you. Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Ellenwyn, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This war won't last much longer.
Speak truly. You heard any interesting
Ah,
news
yes.
lately?
I remember
Now
your
that I
name
think
from
of
the
it,
guest
I
list.
did hear
Please,
some
Madam
tell me
Ambassador,
more
I
about
am
yourself.
so sorry to
What
hear
brings you to
The
this...
wave has been locked in solid
to
for well
Skyrim?
over a month, and
What
will
is it,
not
Malborn?
be out anytime soon.
It's just that we've
Some
run
say
out of
the
the
ship
Alto
suffered
wine.
damage to her hull when she
Do
struck
I
an
have your
iceberg.
permission to
Captain
uncork
Staffy
the...
came
Of
from
course.
there.
I've told you before not to bother me with such
Captain
trifles.
Staffy is
Yes,
far too
Madam
proud a
Ambassador.
woman for that.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself. I'm so glad you could attend today. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
course, she would never admit such a thing. Captain Staffy is far too proud a woman for that.
One of my... I also oversee the... As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim. Do enjoy yourself. The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise... I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor. All right then.
Do enjoy yourself.
I lead the Justiciars. We are charged with enforcing the ban on Talos worship. Nords can be quite stubborn. They're slow to change their ways, and we find more heretics every day. But mark me well. I will purge the heresy from this land as surely as the flame burns the flesh from the bone. There is peace now, and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms, and the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told them to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. I need another drink.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
It's only a matter of time before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
These parties are a great way to earn a little extra money. These parties are a great way to earn a
I
little
hope you're
extra
enjoying
money.
yourself, ma'am.
There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. There are words spoken and words... For this reason, I avoid them when I can. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. May wisdom light your path.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
Food and drink to your liking?
Of course.
I suppose
Let me see if we
so,
have another
yes.
bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Is my staff seeing to your needs?
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Everything
I'm
is
sorry,
splendid, thank
but I think
you.
you've had enough for the moment.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
This war has taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon.
Is that all?
I'll
My
not argue
friend,
that.
you've come to the
Heard any
right
interesting
person.
gossip lately?
You could say that causing a scene
Well,
is
I did
somewhat
hear
of a
that
specialty
Ulfric
of
was
mine.
slain while defending Windhelm
Stand
against
back
Drake,
and
but
behold
it
my
sounds too good to be
handiwork.
true. I'll wager it was Ulfric himself that started the rumor. Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment.
Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Elenwen.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zabani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Is my staff?
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed. Let me do the job. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Did you see those rogues
You're on your own.
this morning? Who are they with? More of the Enemy's treaty enforcers?
Another fight!
I propose a toast to Elenwen.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine.
Who
Get your
comes,
hands off me.
Malvern?
I'll be
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
These storm cloaks are nothing more than an arm.
I need to lock the door behind you,
This
or the
war won't
patrols
last
might notice
long.
something's wrong.
I know just what you mean. Heard anything interesting lately? Any news or gossip?
Now that I think on it, I did hear
I
something.
need to
rather
lock the door
interesting
behind you,
other day.
or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those rogues
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the Emperor's treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. That your best? I'm going to find whoever did this. Better this one than me. Never should have come here. Ah! No! Ah! Ah! Must be new around here. Haven't seen her around before. Haven't seen her. Must be new around here.
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
Etienne must know something related to the dragons. Who else might know? Greasy tongue. Huh?
Over here! You're dead!
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. Fine, whatever you want. Can't you just kill me and get it over with? There's this old man. I've seen him around Riften. I don't know where he lives. I don't know his name. Yes, he matches the description of this Esbern guy you're looking for. Maybe it's him, maybe it isn't. That's all I know, okay?
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately,
Never should
or you
have come
both
here.
die.
You can't win this! That takes care of that. Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. I should have known this would end badly. I can't believe I let Delphine talk me into this. Let's get out of here, for pity's sake. Let's get out of here, for pity's sake.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want, then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here. They grabbed me in the rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson. If you like, but we need to find a way to unlock that trapdoor.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks. You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the bit has no strength.
I'm itching for a fight. No problem. I can carry a good bit. All set. Let's go.
Go right on in. The party has already started. Go right on in. The party has already started.
Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
You're nothing but trouble.
May the god... Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage?
All right, then.
I'm bored standing.
It means so much to us to have the
Thank
claw
you.
back where it belongs.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then.
You're kind of...
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the Empire. Valenwood was the first, then the province of Elsewhere. But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us. There's no simple... They're the High Elves that rule the Aldmeri Dominion. Sworn enemies of the Empire and everything it stands for. 30 years ago, they invaded the Empire and came close to destroying it. They smashed the Blades in the process. Since then, they've been working to weaken the Empire any way they can. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
What is it? The Thalmor. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate the Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history to most people. Seems to me like it just ended. It's never really ended for me. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between the Empire and the Thalmor. It ended the war and saved the Empire to fight another day. Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. The Thalmor happened thanks to the White Gold Concordat, part of the cost of peace. Emperor Titus Mede saved his empire at a very high price, a price that included the Blades. The Nords didn't like the peace treaty much either. 30 years later, the Empire ends up with the Stormcloak Rebellion on its hands. No doubt exactly as the Thalmor intended. The Thalmor, thanks to the White Gold Concordat. When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect her against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that... What it was all about. I'm itching for a fight. Such a shame. I thought we were getting along so well. I'll head back to Riften if you should have second thoughts.
What is it?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affection. I'm a cook, lass.
What do you... I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce
I work
is
with
really
my mother.
the only thing I care
This is
about.
great! Wow, thanks!
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like any family. Thanks. Thanks. Here, this is for you. Did you know there's some fruit? That actually grow better in the cold weather? You'd be surprised how much work it is selling things like stall. It's not all standing around and
Wonder what it's like for those Thal
Bannered Mirror, that's
the
correct.
notch.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get?
Against its own people. So rise up, rise up. Children of the Empire, rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos. He who is both man and divine. For we are the children of man.
Got a lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised. Mm-hmm.
What you were once man, I am as man who said, let me show you.
those two at it again? Watch the eyes.
Hey, watch it! Die, damn you!
Kill him!
Out of the way! Always good to see him go.
What is it? Keep a sharp eye about you, and maybe I'll teach you to fight someday.
Look at the young ones scrap. No, they used to be something. Nowadays, they just squabble amongst themselves. Take my advice and keep away. You look too smart to get caught up with this bunch. Well, when you get to be my age, you don't remember why you did much of anything. Only that it happened. Oh, we've got an old saying. The Grey Manes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Well, maybe that's not entirely true. But our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways. And the Grey Mane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father. I was done talking anyway. We Grey Manes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend.
Just tell me if the grip is bad.
If Eorland made it, it's more likely you're gripping it wrong. Find me tomorrow and we can go over it.
Aye, they're an old clan like ours. But they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition. Oh, well, we respect the old ways, the Nord ways. Aye, we used to be fast friends, though it was long ago. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans, and we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then. You go on your way now, girl.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around. I had a bad time a few years back, and I turned to drink. But to hear Vignar tell it, they're a bunch of layabouts and useless whiners who used to know how to fight. But he thinks everything used to be better. I, for one, would trust any companion with my life. Oh, I'm not a companion myself. I just helped Vignar. He took me in when I was having a tough time and... well, I owe him. Farewell, my lady.
Then scoop them up off the ground.
We all have different means to glory, Stonearm. Well done.
Ah, hello, my good friend. Would you do me a kindness? I seem to be down to my last drop of spirits. Let me tell you, sobriety is highly overrated. Yes? All right, then. Good afternoon. And we've done as much as we can to prepare for that. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes here will get more than he's bargained for. I think.
If you wish to hunt with me, Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you. Ask any fool around here and get a different answer. Mercenaries, warriors of honor, brothers and sisters of the blade, drunken rabble. Take your pick. I've been here longer than most of them. Even I don't know sometimes. I just hope they don't kill each other. I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to Skyrim when it was all over, but I wasn't much good at anything other than fighting. Wandered around as a blade for hire. Was a damned good one, too. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. But I was losing myself, my heart. I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. The honor of my brothers and sisters is worth more than coin. Of course the money is still good. And the drinks. None of our business. There's no honor to be had in the squabbling of Jarls. So you think you have what it takes? Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood. Until next time.
Watch what you're doing. My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than... Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands. Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry if I've forgotten. We're the best damn fighters in Skyrim. At least, some of us are. A man of my station has many debts. I'm not much use at labor or learning, but I can throw a punch with the best of them. The companions let me fight for gold, and so I fight. In charge of what? I'm in charge of me, and you're in charge of you. If you're looking to join up, Kodlak's the one to be talking to.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions, I'm sure. I've been tending to the warriors of Jorvaskr for as long as I can remember. A good bunch of men and women who make too much a mess, if you ask me.
I like the smaller.
Goodbye, dear.
Yes, you're very fond of saying that. You know I like hammers and axes.
Aren't they slow? I can get in and out before you have one swing.
Let's test that out sometime.
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself. Yes? Why would you even come to Jorvaskr without knowing what we stand for? This is not play acting here. We are the true spirit of Skyrim. Honor is in our blood. Death in our hearts. If you seek either, you've found the right place. Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory. Soon enough, it'll be me. In the meanwhile, the Circle handles our daily routine, and Kodlak advises them as Harbinger.
I see everything, hear everything, and know everything.
Oh, it's you. Yes? Are you looking to join? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The short answer is, we fight. The long answer is... forget it. You're not worth my time. So I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots. You don't just waddle in here and get to speak to the boss. Who do you think you are? If you want to embarrass yourself, I won't stop you. Kodlak is the Harbinger. He's the closest thing you'll find to a leader around here. All right, then.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me.
Great. Another ambitious visitor. You think you can just wander in here and join us? You'll hear some of the brighter faces around here talk about honor and glory. I've got nothing against it, but for me, the promise of coin is what feeds my blade. Wherever someone in Skyrim doesn't feel up to defending their own honor, we'll take up their burden. To hear Farkas tell it, our father raised us here as happy pups, running around, biting knees. I love my brother, but his brains are not his strong suit. We were brought here by Jürgen. Whether he was our father or not, I don't care. He left to fight in the Great War and never came back. So he's not my problem anymore. We've been here as long as either of us can remember, though. So try to show some respect. There are always good reasons to fight. I just wish this war had them. Who cares who worships what dead god? Give me something to make me draw my sword. I don't know if you're capable, and I don't have time to find out. If Kodlak will vouch for you, I might have some work you could do. Mm-hmm.
A stranger comes to our hall. Your question carries more weight than you may know, newcomer. The sort of thing some of us spend our lives pondering. The difference between a noble band of warriors and a ragged bunch of assassins is as thin as a blade's edge. I try to hold us to the right path. Like most of our band, I found this family after losing my own. I traveled the length and breadth of this land, learning all I could of the sword and the axe. I was just a boy, but I had the fire of a man in my heart. Eventually, my body caught up to my spirit. My predecessor, Askar, found me in Hammerfell. I was serving as a bodyguard for some weak-necked lord out there. He brought me back here, and I realized that I was actually coming home. I worked to bring honor to this family, and to the family that I lost. For my mother, my father, and my grandfather. For all my shield siblings. Family and honor. That's what it means to be one of us, girl. Politics are something best avoided. I prefer more personal confrontations myself. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
Here to be a companion? Well, they just let me in, so there's probably no more room. Oh? Got more to say?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
By these spears, you won't leave here alive!
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are. I suppose you have another question? All right.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlund Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group, but every man is his own, every woman her own. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. This isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work. Got a lot of steel to shape. Are you blind, girl? I'm a blacksmith. Any halfwit could see that. The Skyforge? Aye, my clan fathers have worked it since the first Greymanes came to Whiterun. Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. By Izmir's beard, I ain't one for humor. You know who the companions are, so quit your asking. Mm-hmm.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
What now?
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Until next time.
I'm waiting. Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Good to see you made it up here.
You know this one? I saw her training in the yard with Vilkis.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkis catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkis in a real fight? Ah, a woman who lets her actions speak for her. I knew there was something I liked about you. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood?
I don't think
remember
that's how
you.
the circle works.
Come on, follow me.
They're lording it over us all the time, though.
Young warriors are smart to listen to older ones.
Skjor and Aela like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
Blood running hot?
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in when you're tired. Telma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Go. Bring honor to yourself, and the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do...
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place. If the Circle vouches for you, I'm sworn to respect their judgment. But that doesn't mean I like it. Just because you've been accepted here so quickly, don't think I'm gonna help you rise any faster. Fight well, don't be a lout, and you'll be fine. You don't need my help.
Oh, hey there. I killed a bear yesterday. Did you kill anything? So much. This group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest fighting group in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgramor's day to our own. To be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much. Until next time.
The latest recruit, right? Wait, is that right? It means when I have troubles, I always have someone on my side. We have shield siblings to keep our backs as dangerous as our fronts. I think. Yeah.
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days. I can teach you a few things. It means signing on for the Nord ideas of how to live your life. Honor, battle, glory, all that. Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord, Skjor said when I joined. I think he meant it as a compliment. To me, it means not having to answer foolish questions a second time. Safe travels.
Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde. When you get to be my age, you'll come to miss the smell of blood. Strange, I know.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for as long as I can remember.
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. except I can remember it. What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your travels? There's been a group called the Companions for over 4,000 years. It's been many different things in that time. A conquering army, ruthless mercenaries, a band of drunken louts, and the esteemed company you see before you. But there's always been a kind of honor to it. We don't deal in politics or underhanded sneaking. We try to uphold the legacy of Ysgramor, to bear his good name such that it never be forgotten, and always be spoken with reverence. Until next time.
Don't let them intimidate you, sister. We both know how to keep our heads, while the men let their hearts rule. It means resting your haunches in Whiterun more than I'd care to, for one. But when it comes time to draw blood, there's no one in Skyrim I'd rather have at my back. It means waking up every day knowing that you could die, and having to earn your life by clawing for every breath. I don't know how those cozy lords manage to drag themselves out of bed every day. Why bother if you're not living? Until next time.
You still need to prove yourself, whelp. I wish more of our ranks asked such questions. I've started seeing the Companions as a kind of family. I've battled next to every man and woman here, and the bonds of sweat are stronger than those of blood. I would trust anyone here with my life, which is more than I'd say for the milk drinkers who raised me. All right then.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Got a lot of steel. It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can. It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can. Gods be praised.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. Took me in and helped me turn my life.
Ah, Isolde, was it? What brings you to the market?
Here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone's success.
Be careful. You're someone. Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I am your sword and your shield.
Hello, my love. We have a cozy little prophet. Here, this is your share, love. Goodbye,
Long life
my love.
to you, Thane. I am your sword and your shield.
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on.
I trust you're not planning any. What can I do for you, friend? Got business here in Riverwood, eh? You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of. You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square. Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone. At least the damned war hasn't got me here.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Oh, did you need something?
I heard about you being pardoned. What were the guards thinking taking you in?
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a...
Divine I'm a busy man. Half this city works for my family.
That's close enough. By order of the Ark, stop right there. This what you want, huh? This what you want? You have committed crimes against Skyrim and your people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the magic!
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Fines, I'm tired.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord.
Whatever you've heard I can do is...
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
last. I told you to leave my tools alone.